just talking to people about stupid stuff. I thought about coming up here and doing that. But guess what?
It's on.
We are live.
Yo!
You know what I forgot to do? Figure out what the hell music I'm going to use for this.
Come on, man.
I didn't even think about it today, man. This is really out of the pop in the trunk.
This is definitely pop in the trunk and just figuring it out.
Yeah, just figuring it out. Because like today it was like, whoa, I forgot all about all of this stuff that I have no idea. We came up with no topics, people. we gonna figure it out though. We're gonna see how this works. All right, let me see. Hold on. You know, I can sing. You didn't know that, did you?
I figured you was musically inclined. You probably had a little bit. I mean, you can hold a tune in the bucket better than me.
I can sing. It's just I just can't sing well.
Oh,
there you go. People ask me, can I sing? I'm like, of course.
Of course I can sing.
And then they say, well, sing something. I'm like,
Be
no.
like Pete, like, that was good.
I have no idea. I have no clue to start this off. All right, hold on. Let's see.
You know about this.
All right, so this theme song to Beavis and Butthead because we have no idea what we're gonna be doing today. It's pretty much
going across America, baby.
It's pretty much what's gonna happen today. So you know what time that we on today, Mike?
Oh yeah.
I have no clue. All right, well, welcome to CTE Chris and Travis Experience. I'm Travis.
And I'm Chris. And you about to experience something.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is. All right.
It work.
Let's try and figure something out, get some cohesion or something going on. All right, what happened this week? And, you know, I actually feel a little weird right now because I don't have the headphones on.
I know.
I know.
Like,
this whole experience right now,
to you.
I'm like, yo, thrown off right now. I don't have my headphones on. This whole thing is just about to go left or something. But anyway, yeah. So, what'd you do this weekend, man? Or this week, I should say.
Wow. Not much. I talked to you on Friday. Saturday I ran classes and ran around and did a whole bunch of stuff for the kids.
I was thinking like, we talked Friday?
We talked Friday.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
On the live screen.
Yeah, that's live. Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, that was dope. That was super cool, man. I like chopping up with Mallory.
Yeah.
I like Mallory.
I got to get me I got me an account with Be Live to figure something out with that. But
cool.
I liked how it worked.
Yeah, that worked. That was nice.
Doing.
I probably should have been a little more prepared with my laptop and all that, but you know.
I mean, you actually it was kind of crazy because what were you doing Friday night? You weren't here.
I was here. I was here training. I had classes, and then I walked over to the high school. My one of my black belts is in the marching band and had a little saxophone solo. So I went. A bunch of us stayed late, and we all walked over there, and we had dinner and lunch, and they had food trucks and stuff out there. So we supported her, and then I knew that's why I was like, oh crap, they don't perform till 9:15. I'll run over, and then so like as soon as they were done, we walked over here, and I sat back up there.
Were you back there?
Yeah,
it just looked completely different. So I was like,
I just set it up in the back and just put it to where it go, like the white wall was just in the background, so it wasn't a whole lot of disturbing.
Yeah.
Try to make it as clean as possible without having everything around.
Yeah.
It turned out too bad though.
No, it was actually a good time.
Guy quit making fun of my hairline, guy. It's right there, man. It's there.
Bald is bald, and I'm here with it, so it's just is what it is.
Saying I just got to go down and get the head blade.
What did Charles Barkley and Shaq tell LeBron? Come on home, man. Come on home, man. Just come on home, man. Like just accept it.
You're gonna see something next week on the podcast. I'm gonna be Mr. Clean Joint.
We're gonna like yes, welcome Chris home. Yes, he finally came home. Oh man. This weekend.
And then Sunday, we had a blast on Sunday, but we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I had a blast on Sunday.
Yeah. I did not. Well, did I have?
You probably had a pretty good. You probably had a pretty good time.
I had a different time.
Oh man,
I had a different time. I probably should talk about some of this stuff that's going on around me, but it just is what it is. I'm not gonna.
You're gonna put nobody out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put some.
You're not in there.
Even though they probably don't listen.
Blast.
Yeah, they don't listen to the. They
probably don't.
They don't listen to the pod. So, but anyway, so Thursday, I went and saw Joker. Did you go see Joker? I
have not. I have heard so many different reviews, but I'm gonna go see it. I'll probably go see it. Like,
what have you heard about it?
The two main things that I've seen, it's an amazing movie that really hit on some touchy subjects, and people could quote unquote get a little triggered over some of the topics that are in it through the mental health issues, the bullying, and the rest of those things. And then the other part of it I heard was it's not really Joker from the Batman world. It's a great movie, but it's not really it has nothing to do with like Joker from Batman. Okay. So I haven't seen it. So those are just the two major topics that I've been hearing.
I've been dying to talk to somebody about it because I'm not going to say it's a great movie. I'm not going to say it's a bad movie.
Right.
What they did in the movie was a very interesting way of approaching the storyline. So for most people don't know that the Joker never had a storyline, a back.
No, he never had a backstory.
And so that's why they always, in every movie, they come up with these different things. Like Jack Nicholson, he's
the funny guy.
Yeah, and then like they just
schizophrenic.
Yeah, and so they came up with all these different stories, and there's certain ones that come up with different stories. But so they came up with the way of explaining a crazy Joker, basically, right? And like you said, they talk about mental issues. But what a lot of people may have missed as a part of this, it was very slow. And that's what
that's probably what drug people down.
But it was in an artistic way.
So it's going to be a really good movie that I don't want to watch at 9:00 at night.
Yes.
Okay.
It is like one of those movies that is like a French art film. Yeah. It has that feel for the first hour and 15 minutes. And then all of a sudden he starts to turn into the Joker. And when he does that, it all breaks loose. Well, it gets entertaining.
Oh, it's okay.
But it gets entertaining in a very it gets entertainment in a very violent way.
Okay.
So it like
right. Yeah. So yeah, I can understand that. They do that with a lot of like stories like that. They try to do that with the original Hulk. Yeah. Right. A real slow building, and then finally you get what you want. So I mean, I like that. I like those kind of movies.
It's annoying. The reason why it's annoying, because there'll be a regular scene like they're just talking, and then he'll be walking down the street, and it's like a French art film with the dreary music, him just walking, and it's a minute and a half of him just walking in some dreary,
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like draws, and then it's like a scene, and then it just draws, and it draws you, and then certain parts of it, when you're watching it, you think it's so stupid. You're like, that is just dumb. Why would that even happen? That's unrealistic. And it all makes sense after he becomes Joker.
Right. How it all played together.
Like they didn't show certain things.
Yeah, there was something missing.
And it's like, I get it now. That makes, and it's a creative way. So a lot of people may have missed a lot of the stuff that was going on
because they expected something.
Yeah,
they came in with
it's an artistic type of movie. It's very interesting movie. But it is, I can see why people are frustrated with it unless somebody points out, did you notice this? Did you notice this?
Did you see how this and this and this led to this?
And that's why certain people are looking at it.
So you're probably going to have to wait.
Oscar rumor worthy.
Right,
and I will say this, Jared Leto would be a great Joker. And what I mean by that is like, he is the Joker in this movie. And at the end.
No. Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
I was like, Leto was Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Leto was Suicide Squad.
He was a Joker for 30 seconds.
Yeah. But Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker, when he becomes the Joker, is a great Joker. You know what I mean? He does the character justice.
He's a pretty fantastic like character actor like that. He does all that stuff. I'm not particularly a big fan of his, but like I respect his style and his work. Like, so I could see him doing a really good, like really getting into it. Like,
yeah. And so at first when I was watching it, I was like, this is DC doing DC stuff. They messing up this movie. Like it could have been good. And I'm just sitting there watching it. And then certain parts like, all right, I see what they're doing. And they're basically putting you in the mindset of a crazy person. Right. And it just, some things just stupid. but they're putting you in the mindset.
And that's not how you think, but in other people's realities, this is what they see.
They're trying to put you in the frame of being psychotic.
Well, with that being in the climate that we're in right now, especially with a lot of mental health issues and a lot of bullying and a lot of that stuff, you know what I mean? That's probably going to be one of those powerful subjects, and whether people like it and enjoy it and being in a tasteful way of turning into that other monster or not. But I mean, it's a way to touch and reach into those subjects. And it's kind of interesting
that they released it in the Stop Bullying Month or whatever.
Yeah, bully prevention month. Bully Awareness Month.
You know, I'm really getting tired of a lot of different stuff. It's like
every month being something. Yeah, every month being something. Every day being something. Yeah,
like last week, it was National Boyfriend Day.
Huh?
Exactly. There was this.
I know they had the National Daughter's Day and the National Sons Day and the National Stepdaddy Day. And
it was National Boyfriend Day. And I thought that was the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. Like, wait, what?
Listen, I looked up what my things were for, like, you know, on your birthday, you look up what national day is. National Lazy Day. And I work every year on my birthday. I was like, man, I need a lazy day.
Hold on, I want to see what my birthday. What is?
Just type in National Days.
National Day, and I'm putting in National.
Well, you'll find all kinds of silliness. What's today? You'll find out what's today.
All right, 21st. All right, let's see. You look up today. All right, October 21st holidays. National today is National Health Education Week. Yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah, that's today. National Child Health Day, National Consignment Day, National Frappe Day. I hope you had a frappe, everybody, today. Starbucks should have been, you know, keying on that one today. National LED Light Day.
All right, you want to hear what my birthday is?
Oh, hold on, time out. Hold on. This made me happy a little bit.
What, today?
Yeah. National Chocolate Covered Pretzel Day.
This is just.
I just wanted to see it.
I don't even know how this is even a thing.
What do you got, man? What's on your birthday?
The first thing that it says is the National Pumpkin Cheesecake Day.
Who makes pumpkin cheesecake?
I don't know. Somebody.
Jason Warren be making cheesecakes.
National Pumpkin Cheesecake Day. That does not make me happy. Okay.
That sounds real basic.
It sounds very.
That and the frappe, man. You can have a basic day.
Listen to my second one is National Reptile Awareness Day.
Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with that. You got bringing awareness to the snakes, man.
And National Clean Your Virtual Desktop Day. What is this, man? This is my birthday. This is what I am known for. Like this is my day. And you know what else is messed up about my birthday? Huh. I share birthdays with two people that I don't want to share birthdays.
I was gonna say, are they cool people like your homies?
Kim Kardashian and Amber Rose.
Oh, two of the most basic.
It's like, yo, wait, what? Like, how did? I'm like, all right, man. I don't know what to say, man. It just and me and Kim were born literally on the same day. Yeah, same age, everything. We are literally born on the same day. I guess I'm just it is what it is, man. I don't even know.
You going into any kind of prison reform?
I should.
Hey, listen. I will say this about that lady: if she can actually get in there and make some real changes, you can't really make fun of her too much.
Look, if you getting them out of there,
if you really getting some people out of there for I support you, lady.
But let me ask you this: you know what the next day, October 22nd, is?
What?
National Nut Day.
Travis, you talk about reptile awareness and national. Come on, guy, you can't set me up for these jokes, man. We over here on public access TV and whatnot. We try to be maintained.
I'm talking about peanuts and cashews and
tree nuts, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly. Tree nuts.
I'm not talking about Brazil crazy nuts. People.
No Google for Cocoa Puffs.
Like, yo,
this is where we're going today.
Yeah, this is y'all understand where we are today, buddy. It's oh my God, National Mold Day.
Listen, I'm telling you, these
National TV Talk Show Host Day.
Who?
National TV Talk Show Host Day.
Oh man, listen, tomorrow is American Touch Tag Day.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Hey, I know I'm play tag all day tomorrow.
National Flutternutter Day is tomorrow.
Fluffernutter. A fluffernutter.
Yeah, fluffernutter.
It's peanut butter and marshmallow fluff on the sandwich instead of peanut butter and jelly.
Ew. I hate marshmallows.
I
hate marshmallows. Ever since.
Tomorrow is actually National Stop Bullying Day.
Really?
Tomorrow, October 9th.
We keep running into
I'm sorry, that's October 9th.
Okay, I was about to say, we keep running into this topic. All right,
Pierogies.
National Leif Erikson. What?
Leif Erikson.
That's what this is. October 9th.
Like the explorer? Like the Viking?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know.
Travis, remember, on the 9th.
No, I'm not bringing my teddy bear. I will say this.
Pro-life cupcake day.
I will say this. I had what was your favorite stuffed animal as a kid?
I had a gorilla and I had a tiger and I loved them both.
A gorilla and a tiger.
Well, it was a white gorilla and it had like a leathery, like a fake leather face and a leather chest. So it had that.
Oh, yeah, that feel. Yeah.
It was a dope. I have no idea where I got it neither. Like my mom was like, where did you get that? Yeah, I still got it.
You got it at your house?
No, it was in my mom's garage, bro.
I didn't know if you like Malachi, like, yo, this is Daddy's favorite toy.
I kept one Care Bear. My mom made Care Bears when I was a kid. Yeah, she cut out the patterns and like stuffed them and made the things. Yeah, she made little Care Bears,
the hearts and the rainbows and all that stuff.
No. She made the actual bear with the different ones, and I only kept one. I like the friendship bear, so I kept that one and I gave it to my son. And then I think that's it for all the stuffed animals. All the rest of the things I kept were like toys, X-Men things, He-Man toys, stuff like that. And my electronics, I didn't keep any of that stuff. My wife, she kept all of that.
So yeah, is that your parents' house? All of the?
No, that's in my house now.
All of her toys?
Not all of them, but a good amount of them. I got that big basement, man. Yeah, I just be hiding stuff in the back.
I guess your daughter's gonna have a lot of stuff to play with.
No, my daughter's gonna have a lot of stuff. Unicorns, horses, My Little Pony joints, whatever, all that stuff. I don't know nothing about that. I was like, I got some He-Mans. I got some Transformers.
He-Mans.
Malachi liked them.
I'm sure he does. Like, yeah, he just going there.
My man is on the Power Rangers right now.
Really?
Oh,
you stole him the original Power Rangers?
Of course.
Okay.
He's like, I want to watch the Power Rangers Dino Charge. I'm like, all right, it's dinosaurs. I could rock with you, and I'm watching it, and it's only one season. I'm like, we gotta watch the one Daddy likes. Okay, Daddy, let's watch the Power Rangers you like. Read the Repulsor, baby. He just got to the Green Ranger. He just got to the Green Ranger. Green Ranger. They just got him back on the good side. So they destroyed the evil sword.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, bro, listen, there was so much of it.
Did it also turn into a flute?
No. He had the evil sword from Rita, plus he had his own sword with the flute. The flute summoned the Zord. The other sword was what kept him under her power.
Okay.
Yeah. He's about to that age where he likes the fighting scenes now. So he's getting WMAC Masters next.
I actually hated Power Rangers. I did.
I don't like the Power Rangers. The reason I like the Power Rangers because we knew all the people that were in the Power Ranger suits.
I hated the Power Rangers.
Oh man. You didn't like Zach with the hip hop keto?
He went to my high school. Yeah. He went to my high school. I remember him coming back and talking to us and whatever the case may be. But I hated the Power Rangers just for the simple fact that I hated the karate that they were doing. You know?
Oh, yeah. Well,
I hated the fight scenes or something. I remember my uncle coming over to my grandparents' house and I was like, hey, you want to see some bad karate? He was like, what? And I was like, I turned it on. And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, I know some of the people who were working on this show.
That's what I'm saying. We knew them all. Richard Brandon, really? Mike Chad, Larry Lamb, all them dudes did all that. They did all those. They used to joke if you showed up late, you had to be in the putty suit.
Oh, you want to get beat up?
Yeah. You were on time and it was your day. You were a Power Ranger, but if you was late or you did something wrong the day before, you was a putty.
I forgot that was their name, the putties. That's what I'm saying, man. It was some corny stuff, man.
Bro, it was corny, bro. But
you're a kid. But that's the thing. When the Power Rangers hit, I was at that middle.
I was going to say, you were probably at like 8th, 9th grade already.
I was about to go into high school.
That was too baby for you.
So I was like, no, I don't like this. I think I might have been 9th grade. It was like either ending 8th, going into 9th, trying to be an adult. And so I was like,
that was like 94, 96, somewhere 94. In between there. Yeah, 94. I think I was like in
middle school,
4th or 5th grade. So it was still all right for me. Plus I knew, you know what I mean? We knew who the Power Rangers were.
And people
so that was
went to school. They were all like, yeah. I'm like,
That's bad karate. But I would always say that's not. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that.
It was what it was. The Power Rangers.
We're not doing no we're not doing no crescent kick to the.
They had a new movie last year.
17.
Was it 17?
It came out 2017. Because it was one of the I was reading a list the other day about the biggest losses of movies, and it was like 15th out of the last 40 years of like how much they spent on it versus how much they lost on a movie. It was like 15th.
Jeez.
Like that was I haven't even seen it yet. It's on free, I think, right now on Amazon Prime or something. And I just won't watch it.
I haven't watched it.
I heard it was so bad I wouldn't watch it. They said they did have. It was one of the first superheroes that was in Alphabet in the LGBTQ community. They had one of the heroes, I guess, was involved in that community, and somebody else had like autism. One of the other ones had autism. So
there was an autistic Power Ranger.
Yeah. More like Asperger's probably, but like somewhere along spectrum that they used. Whether I don't know fully, but it's part of the article that I was reading. Like they did this and this, and they really liked it, and the community really liked it, but it didn't make no money.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this movie. I mean, most movies lose money, so it is what it is.
Most they just lost big.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I guess we should probably talk about something about karate.
Karate tournaments. There were some.
Go ahead, give us the karate tournaments about who did what this weekend.
I'm sorry, I don't know most of you. I really don't, and I apologize. But I know Ray Bryant and Catherine Milner. They put on the showdown in the Sunshine State, a Florida karate tournament. John Cortolo won the power ring and overalls, and then Jeremy Francoeur's dad. Had a tournament.
Mr. Francoeur?
Yes.
Leave it at that?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to leave that there. And then Elizabeth Roulard came back and won a bunch of divisions in 16 to, I think they do a 16 to 20 division or something, 16 to 18 division or whatever that Young Bucks division or whatever it is. So she won a bunch of those. And it looks like El Java and his daughter won some stuff. I'm sure they both won. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I really got for point karate. And I think there was another tournament because we saw Ant and Team Next Level went somewhere and won. Was that this weekend or last weekend?
I think it was this weekend because
there was a picture of the four of them.
The Sport Karate Minute had it on there.
Yeah.
They always put something. I don't know. I probably have to watch them and see what they said about it. But yeah, I don't know.
That's it. And then like Mallory and I were talking about heavy on the style bender, Robert Whitaker, unified UFC middleweight championship match that lasted all of 2 minutes and 32 seconds into the second round.
You said third round.
I said third. I just thought because Whitaker is such a disciplined, hard-nosed striker. He keeps everything real tight. He's not real wild and doesn't swing too hard and try to go for too reckless for takedowns. I thought it would last a little bit longer. It would take him style bender a little longer to open him up, but nope.
He took a couple shots, though.
He did.
No, he took a couple shots, and I was looking at him like, that's
Rob got some power too.
Yeah, he took a couple shots, and I was just watching it like I didn't watch the full fight.
Right. But you watched the highlights and the clips. Yeah.
And then I watched the fight. I don't know if it was before it. There was a 5-round fight he won, and that's when he won the title. And I watched that one.
That was the one before.
And I was just looking at it, I was like,
he takes shots. He has some holes, but the holes that he has, the level of striker that it would take to exploit a lot of those holes, or the fight IQ that it would take to exploit some of those holes, with his creative style, it would take a little bit more than just our naked eye to hit that. But he does have a lot of holes and he does get hit a lot.
Yeah, I was concerned about that. I was like, all right, he's getting caught, because even the knockout, I think he took like one of the 3 shots that the guy threw.
Oh yeah,
and he was like,
caught him, and he caught him. Yeah.
He was leaning back and just caught him when he had his length, and he popped him right on the chin. But a lot of people what people don't know, like if you're tired. Yeah, that's when you can easily get knocked out at that point.
Because that mouth starts to open. Yeah. And that mouthpiece is not for your teeth, people. That's for you to bite down and your jaw doesn't wiggle like a cash register and put you out for night.
Yeah, he was out.
He got caught reaching and gasping, and his jaw was open. It slipped to the side and went down. But that's the length. That's that length thing and he has things from so many different angles. He's awkward.
He's awkward. He threw it because it came up.
Because it came from like this weird corner like dip. because it rolls off, and it's just an awkward punch that he lands
was.
that a lot. It's one of his things because he does that, and then if you fall back and he can go forward, he throws that what they call the question mark round kick, where it looks like a front kick and it flips over to the top with his lead leg.
We called it a float.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay,
the rollover, whatever. So
let me ask you this:
Oh.
who was the UFC's moneymaker?
Now,
Yeah,
Conor.
if Conor's not there, like, because he's not really fighting. He hadn't fought in a year, so
Nobody's as big of a name, as big of a draw. So they're trying to find.
so they're in trouble.
Yeah, they tried to do the Henry Cejudo thing because that dude is wild. The 125 guy who beat DJ.
Nope, don't know.
Oh. Look, he's an Olympic gold medal wrestler. He just does weird stuff. Dude tries to.
I mean, I know who DJ is. I don't know.
Yeah, he beat DJ for the belt, and DJ left, and then there's just a awkward show. The 135 scene is kind of wild, so there's really no stars there. The women, I guess, honestly, Amanda Nunes, really.
But is she a star?
No, she's not right now as being the woman, being the two-time champ, beating Cyborg. She's still not as big of a draw as Ronda Rousey.
Exactly. So my point is going right back to this. Who is their star?
John Jones. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're
in trouble.
Well, they're gonna have to do a really good job to sell this.
This is Sage's time. This was supposed to be Sage's time.
Right.
It literally was supposed to be Sage's time.
Two fights, a different matchup, two slight change-ups, and this is a different game.
He would be exploded.
He'd have been the star.
There.
Paige Van Zandt could have done the same thing with a couple of tweaks in the course of action that they gave her. She could have rode the side train a little bit, taken one bigger fight, rode the side train like Conor did. Because Conor didn't take the big fights until he got Chad Mendez late notice. Then he got Jose. Then he got Eddie. He had no big name. His biggest name was Dennis Seaver.
Don't know who that is.
The little German guy that was sponsored by Top 10.
I know who Top 10 is.
He's a kickboxer. He fought in the UFC. He fought a lot of fights in the UFC. He's pretty good. But at the end of the day, he's 5'6" and Conor's 6'1", and styles make fights, and his short grumpy style versus Conor's long style, not going to win.
Yeah, well,
it's not. But so to answer your question, yes, they're in trouble if they don't find another bigger name star that's going to jump out. There's no Chuck Liddell. There's no Matt Hughes. There's no GSP. There's no BJ Penn. There's nobody to go, I want to watch the UFC.
So now let me ask you this. Who's boxing's?
I guess I'd have to say Manny still. Because people are going to buy his fights, whether we want to watch him anymore or not. People are he's still the show. Mayweather can say, "I'm going to fight next week." Or
but that's the same thing. But I put them in the Conor.
They're on that whatever era. Oh God, jeez. Lomachenko,
is he a household name?
No. But a few more fights and people hit those highlights up on ESPN. He has to have a personality. But he has to have a personality to
or
sell
a big name fight. He has to. Like,
no, what I mean by it is he either has to get a personality or has to fight a personality.
Yes.
To
people to
match
know his
that.
name.
Yeah. Canelo.
I mean, I would think
Anthony Joshua.
I would think Wilder at this point is bigger than Joshua, but
because
so I would kind of think
we'll see how Joshua's rematch with Ortiz goes. Ruiz, sorry, not Ortiz, Ruiz. Yeah, because if he comes back and beats Ruiz, then his stock is going to exponentially go higher, and then him and Wilder's fight is going to be the mega fight to make.
Now they'll pump Ruiz versus Joshua 3.
Because they don't want that. I know because they don't want that now. They don't want that to be over now.
Yeah, they want that because that would make.
That's why we didn't get Manny and Mayweather so early. That's why we didn't get De La Hoya and Mayweather early. That's why I think
that would be
that stopped in the 80s.
I don't see Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford being.
No, I don't see them being a draw. Triple G's. He's not a big draw. He's never been a big draw. Canelo is a medium draw. Who else?
He's a big-ish draw. He's the biggest draw that they have left.
Yes.
And that's
other than the heavyweights, and that depends.
No, I think he's a bigger draw than the heavyweights. It's just
because I know Tyson Fury just fought, but
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no, like, there's no, who's going to have a house party to watch somebody who's not like me, who just loves watching fighting. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But somebody having
it's not like a Tyson fight. Everybody's getting over
Floyd Mayweather fight. No. It's not a Conor McGregor fight. So who are.
And I think at least MMA's problem is it's oversaturated. It's way oversaturated, so you don't get the anticipation to build onto somebody because, while I'm waiting for this dude to heal up, I can watch 20 other fights.
But that's one of the problems with the UFC. Actually, I think I texted my brother, and he said, I was like, man, did you watch the fight? He was like, nah. He's like, man, it's just too many fights. It's
Fight
just
night,
too many.
UFC on Fox,
Every
UFC on ESPN.
There's another fight, and you have no idea who's fighting.
They're on like UFC, 235 or 253 or some nonsense.
They need a better scheduling. They need something like, I think a lot of people don't understand this, but one of the main reasons the NFL is so big is that on Sundays what the schedule is and who's fighting every week, right?
Yep.
So if you say this is the month for these fighters and you have 4 fights for blah, blah, blah. The first week of the month is always lightweight. Second week of the month is always middleweights or welterweights and middleweights and heavyweights, super heavy. Whatever you do, and that card and you can just sit and watch the heavyweights one weekend. You can watch the middleweights one weekend. Whatever it is, but everybody's based off of. And now you say, it's a different one. So,
okay. They're a little bigger. These are like 20 pounds heavier than the other dudes.
I don't get.
I like that, actually.
You need something so people can follow it in a certain way. We are, creatures of habit.
They did a thing a while ago that I really, really liked, but it never caught on. It was called the IFL, International Fight League. Mm-hmm. And they had old school MMA fighters. Ken Shamrock had a team. Dan Severn had a team. And they had a team, a 155 guy, 170 guy, a 185, a 205, and a heavyweight, and then a girl. So they had a whole team. And then it was your team versus my team, like the World Combat League kind of thing. And they did MMA fights in a cage.
Okay.
Dude, that was dope. I knew it was going to be Team Shamrock versus Team Severn next week. I'm waiting for that because I've seen this. Now, the only problem that you have, because NFL is a team sport, if, Matty Ice gets injured, they're still going to play.
Yes.
If there's a fighter out, that fighter gets injured, you have to change it. And I think that's the biggest up in the air, especially with combat sports and with MMA, because you get cut in wrestling. You get finger broken in jiu-jitsu. You get laceration. You get all that stuff in every element that you do. So it's not like, we can do a no pad. We can just run through it and just get, touched.
Yeah.
So they don't have really that kind of,
I don't think you could do it
interchangeable.
I don't think you could do it every
week or anything like that. But no, I get what you're saying. I like that setup. That's why I liked the team setup, like they did that with the IFL. And they did a couple of different
something
things.
Completely different. I mean, we've had a conversation about certain things and that we're doing next year. But so I'm not going to talk about it. But the fact of the matter is that you need some kind of a schedule to come out for people to build up anticipation. You need some kind of way of pointing out how good these competitors are and marketing their personalities,
marketing them, building them up, and then letting them collide and actually letting it happen organically rather than just like what the UFC does. Is whoever's trash talks and whoever's going to get the most money. So it ruined the ranking system.
And you know what I'm tired of? I'm really tired of the face-off. It's so fake. All right. Like we know everybody's standing there. We got to make it look like we hate each other when we really don't hate each other. So now I got to hate each other and talk junk to them. So I got to sell it and it's
all because of the selling. And most of that, unless you got a couple of them real guys. Now I'm really, really, really excited to see the fight because I don't think there's going to be a lot of trash talk.
Who?
Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz.
Oh, Nate Diaz. Wait,
Diaz.
You don't think there's going to be a lot of talk?
Nah.
With Nate Diaz?
Nah, because I've already watched them. They've already stood in front of each other and they're just kind of, They respect each other's in-ring and out-of-ring gangster enough that it's just going to be like, we're going to see who the baddest is. We'll step in the cage and see who it's going to be. It's going to be me.
They got to market it though.
But see, with those two, honestly, I don't really think they have to. Just letting the UFC show their pre-fight talk clips, showing the Ben Askren knockout, showing the Conor win, chokeout, showing their highlights. I don't think you're going to need the talk to build it. That fight is freaking exciting. I'm talking about it like I can't wait for that fight.
When is it? Do you know?
Beginning of the year, I want to think.
Okay.
I want to say it was either end of the year, beginning of the year. They should do something like that for New Year's. And if they really are talking about giving the BMF championship and giving the BMF belt, and like, because they said that this is for the baddest title, and I was like, wait, the title?
Right. Well, hey, they probably bring it around and say whatever, but I just find it interesting that, you know, that's one of the problems with individualistic sports, that when the money person leaves, you got a big hole. Not everybody's trying to be
in an organization that runs by
like, I mean, one of the main reasons that the NFL and soccer are growing is because it's a team sport, and no matter who was on that team, you're cheering for that team,
that city, that whatever.
Right. NBA is a weird one because you cheer more for the your favorite players as opposed to, and that's an interesting dynamic.
That's only changed in recent years when everybody started the free agencies.
Because people were cheering for Penny.
See,
you know what I mean? Like,
it was weird.
In the 90s,
I cheered for Michael Jordan.
Right, but you
and
were
the
not
Orlando
a Bulls
Magic
fan. Exactly, but
the Orlando Magic. But even when Jordan came to play, I cheered for the Magic. I wore my Penny and my Shaq jerseys, 100%. My Tree Rollins jerseys.
But you still were cheering for Jordan. Well, you know what I mean? Just like people are cheering for LeBron.
I want to be like Mike.
Yeah, okay, but at the same time, if you look back, a lot of people aren't cheering necessarily for Patrick Ewing because he wasn't that player. But there were people who were cheering. You telling me you weren't cheering for Iverson?
Oh, listen, that's my guy.
That's my point. Like
I wish he would have practiced though.
He did though.
Sometimes
he did.
I know.
But what I'm saying is like the NBA
they have captivating players who you're just drawn to.
Yes,
magnetic personalities, they really do let them shine like that. Where the NFL kind of shuns them down and makes you guys be a part of the squad.
Right.
No, I get it.
So they're interesting. So and then when Jordan left, there was this weird hole that they were trying to fill, and that person, the people that were filling it were Iverson and Kobe, and so it was like, okay, everybody's paying attention to these
pre-injury teams. Grant Hill.
Well, that would have been 1 year because they left in '99. Like, so it's like
you lied.
Jordan left in '98.
He was supposed to be the second coming.
So we sent them over there to y'all, and y'all sent Ben Wallace to us. And
shut up. Man. Listen,
we got a chip, baby.
Did y'all get two?
No, we got one. Honestly, Robert Horry and Rasheed Wallace. Game 6. No, game 5. Excuse me. Game 5 at the Palace. We up. Inbound the ball. They inbound the ball to Manu in the corner, and then she sees that Manu's in the corner, so him and Tayshaun both go there. They leave Robert Horry, who was the inbounder, to come in and shoot the last second 3 and win. Everybody's like, why, out of all people, why you leaving Robert Horry? Let Manu shoot the corner.
That dude right there. We was talking about closers at the house at the Q. Listen, Robert Horry is one of my favorite closers. Out of all his final shots, his win shots, he's got to be up there.
As far as
closing, yeah.
Well, he could afford to be. You got Tim Duncan, you got Hakeem Olajuwon.
I get the squad. I mean,
he can afford to be like, yo, I got ice water in my vein, I'm throwing it. But
he got a lot of them. But he got 7 titles.
Yeah. But still,
I mean, I'm not saying none. But I'm just saying
start my team and put Robert Horry on it.
No,
my leader.
But he's a dope 6th man. If I can only pick a dope 5 and I have to pick a 6th, he's a dope 6th man.
You pick him over Mano?
Over who?
Mano. Ginobili.
Yes, size wise, probably.
Okay. All right. I was just curious. I was like, would you pick him over that?
Beast. So,
I was just curious if you would pick him over that. But yeah.
I'd have to sit and analyze that a little more before I have to give a real answer. But yeah, I really would. But yeah.
Anything else in the karate world that we
karate world, again, we still got
you watched Triple G.
Yeah. Ooh, Triple G. I didn't think you won that guy. I didn't.
It's crazy. I actually was preoccupied. No, actually, wait, hold on.
I watched the replay.
It was Saturday night, right?
Yeah, I watched the replay on Sunday. I saw some comments on Facebook, and I was like, let me go watch this. I disagree with this one, and I absolutely agree with this guy.
Damn, I'm getting old because I don't remember what I did Saturday night. I remember what I did Friday night. I know what I did Sunday night. I cannot remember.
That means you ain't do that. Fell asleep early.
don't know. I honestly don't know. It's just bothering me right now.
Oh man.
Oh, that's insane.
But yeah, no, other than that Triple G, that was about it though. Like he didn't look good.
Triple G.
He just didn't look good. He looked worse than he fought the second Canelo fight.
He's not interested. He's at the tail end of his career.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, all right, I make some big money.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep fighting. I don't know what else I'm gonna do with my life right now. Trying to figure this out, but yeah.
Something we forgot to mention last week because I didn't really want to step on the Taco Bell situation, but
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yo quiero. Jim Haymore is throwing a tournament.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, the North Georgia Open.
Yeah.
Yep, next year, February. I want to say the 9th.
Okay.
It's that second weekend. Yeah.
Okay.
I talked to him. Yeah, he called me up. He was like, hey, you want to come judge? Yeah, why not? I
See that? I love being me sometimes.
You want to come judge?
No, because people didn't call me. So therefore,
oh, Jim.
No. Thank you, Jim.
Texting you, Jim. I gotta.
I'm like, yeah.
Hey, we can do.
I'll be there in support.
We can do interviews. You can do interviews.
Yes, I could go up there and support and do that, but
it's over there, man. It's over at South Forsyth High School, man. It's like up the street and coming. It ain't that far.
I mean, no, I'm going to be there.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, I'm going. I like Jim. Yeah, he's having that tournament. What else is going on? We're still leading into Pan Am.
Yeah,
League.
the Pan Am is this weekend.
It is,
and I saw they having their training camp on what day is it? Is it Thursday or Friday?
I think Friday morning. Yeah, I want to say Friday morning because they're going down there Thursday evening.
Who you are?
No, they are.
Oh, I thought you were going down there.
No, you see that right there, man? Youth Day Parade, homie. I was going to Miami. I'm training to go to I was training to fight. I've been doing all kinds of stuff. But that came up graduation.
That brings us to Sunday.
Oh man, Sunday was live in here, boy. I host 2 Sundays a month, usually the first and third Sundays of the month, unless they counteract with a big tournament or one of my family functions. But I host a Sunday sparring. Shout out to Mike Smith, my instructor. He always did that. So I wanted to continue the tradition. This Sunday, we had some monsters in the room. We had TDE in the room, All-Stars in the room, Top 10 USA. The Spence brothers came over, Team ATL, Speedy, Ernest Miller showed up.
Excuse me, you had Paul Mitchell in the building.
Oh, Paul Mitchell. My bad. Justin Ortiz.
Exactly.
JP.
J.O., I got you back.
Yes, sir. I didn't forget about him. I was just saying I was surprised. Ernest Miller came to the building.
You had Paul Mitchell again in the building.
Oh, dang.
Exactly.
I did. Dang. Yeah, darn sure did. But yeah, we had a blast, man. Like I said, it was Speedy, Blake and Trent Spence, Kitana, me, Jermon, Kevin.
You had SES in the building. Jermon, what up though?
Man, I thought there was a revolution going on.
He is on Revolution.
He is on Revolution.
I guess you could.
They got the pinstripe joints. You seen them?
Gallia. GOP. I just realized they were GOP.
Who?
The Grand.
Oh.
The Grand Old Party. I didn't even thought about that until just now. I was like, no, it's not the GOP. It's not GOP. I'm like, yo, shoot, it is GOP. It is. Gallia Oil. I don't know.
Productions.
I don't know what the people stood for.
I didn't remember.
But yeah, I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I always used to chuckle about that. And every time I hear it in like political terms now, the GOP, I'm like, they're not around anymore.
I'm just thinking, how many teams did Jermon been on?
Jermon been on a bunch of teams.
Yeah, SES, Revolution, GOP. He
was on Executive Edge.
Executive Edge. He was on the South Carolina squad.
Unity?
Yeah, he was on Unity.
Oh, was he on Unity? Yeah, he was on Unity. I remember he was on Unity for a little while.
Yeah, he was on Unity.
Dang. That's at least 5, bro.
Yeah, man.
1, 2, 3. I've been on, I guess 4. I guess you would have to count my term as, my velocity tenure. But when I was, I count velocity. Impressive for a very small time.
What is it? That was a team?
It was a team. We had it was a local Florida team.
Okay.
Preston Clemens, it was his team. And then, him and Steve Butcher, both from Calvin School. That's where Fife, Alex, Lane, me, Joe, Jesse Fife, Jesse Galmore. There was a bunch of Florida guys that were all on this local team that we all.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say all of them came from the same school. And I was like, wait, what?
Yes.
Like, wait, what?
90% of us are from the same school or from the same two schools. Because, okay, so Joe Fife moved down from a Kempo school from South Carolina, I believe, and trained with Steve Butcher, who's Calvin Thomas's student, who is Dojo Brothers with Preston. Jesse Galmore came from there. Katie and Jeremy Smith came from there. I'm from Mike Smith's, which were brother schools.
Oh, wait. So, like, is it 2 or 3 schools?
2 schools.
All right. So who would instruct the main? Who owns the schools?
Calvin Thomas, Mike Smith.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Then Calvin's students are Preston and Steve, who ran through Calvin for a long time, and then eventually had moved to a separate location. So they ended up, but that's where that team went. And then we all still trained under our instructors, and we just all went there to train as well with Preston. Because Alex Lane originally comes from Jason Muma, which is an American Kempo school.
Right.
And so then he jumped in as a very young age into that group with us as a fighters. Jeremy Roque is in there. Like, that's our Florida squad, but
so
Jeremy
all y'all are Central Florida.
Central Florida. Oh yeah. Our Central Florida group is huge.
Okay. We boy, I can't wait. We got to talk.
I know.
We got to talk.
I already know.
Listen, that one was going down.
And I already have both sides because So
anyway.
Yeah. So I was on Impressive and then Straight Up, All Stars, Velocity, and that's it.
Okay.
The gi, but I mean, I don't walk around saying
who.
I have the gi. I got the Metro gi, man.
Oh yeah.
The little gi.
You got the Metro gi and you got a Paul Mitchell gi.
I wasn't on Paul Mitchell though. I guess I can't really say I was on Metro either.
You got a uniform, and I'm mad that you got.
I do. I got that purple joint.
I'm mad that you got that color.
I'm gonna bring that in here. I'm gonna bring it. I don't even think I can wear it. I think it's
bring it in here. You're not leaving with it.
Oh, you can't wear it, bro.
I don't care.
He said it's going in the quilt.
It's going in there. All right, that's childhood. Looking at that uniform, like, yo,
that uniform is dope.
I want that uniform.
The purple and white.
The purple and white. With the bottle, man.
The bottle. Listen, again, respect for the team. Nah, I didn't like y'all. Respect for that. I
didn't even like us.
I didn't like. Well, I knew y'all didn't like it.
As soon as I got on SCS, I didn't like Paul Mitchell. Like, as soon as like, nah. I remember walking past beauty salons that had Paul Mitchell and thing throwing up middle fingers toward it. Like yeah, no, I had nothing to do with anything. Just walking by yeah.
I do the same thing. I used to do the same thing. I hate Paul Mitchell stuff. Paul Mitchell stuff is probably really good. I don't know. But
I will say that they gave us a lot of hair care products, boy. They every year we had all kind of hair care products they would just send to us. And we just had something, like, to be honest with you, I couldn't use
any of it.
Yeah.
You couldn't use any. You could use the tea tree oil. That tea tree stuff was the best stuff I ever had.
You know what's funny? And I would request it because my aunt told me, she was like, hey, get me the leave-in conditioner. And she was like, make sure you get the leave-in conditioner and then send it to me. I was like, all right, cool. So every day send them like, yo, did y'all give me my leave-in? Oh, yeah. I'm like, all right. And I send it out to my aunt, like here you go. But then I would give the other stuff.
Yeah.
The only thing I did use was a shampoo. I used a shampoo because it was like, all right, cool. Why use
shampoo? It's free shampoo.
Yeah. Like, so I would use that.
shampoo.
But
baby.
other than that, man, I didn't use any of the other stuff. Like,
I had got
that green one.
That
I had
green
that
one?
forever. Like, they gave us so much of that stuff. I was like, it's just.
I remember I got some of that. I was at Ocean States one year, and Don and Christine were like, "Hey, you want some of this?"
Because they were just giving, like,
They gave me a box of the tea tree stuff, and I was like, because that's how I joked, and that's what I was like, I got one of the boxes too. Man, I had that stuff for forever. Too much. I had that stuff for forever. I was giving it away because it's tea tree, so it smells.
And you know what else they used to give us too much of?
Huh?
Macho uniforms. Every year we got like.
Well, y'all were sponsored by Macho for years.
But fam, every year we got 2 sets of Macho gear. I mean, Macho uniforms. Like, we get a black one and a white one, and then they would give us like 4 at the tournament at the beginning of the year, and then give us another 4 at the. It was like ridiculous amount. We were getting, and I was like, yo, I still got the ones from last year that is
still in the bags.
Yeah.
I could raffle these off on eBay.
7. I got a size 7 uniform for some reason.
Like, you know, you could sign. You could get a silver Sharpie and sign them just and get people to sign them. Get Pedro and them to sign them, and then raffle them joints off. Listen, come on, man. We'll talk about this.
You just gave me an idea. Like,
we talk about this because you already because
so much.
We have
Actually,
tomorrow.
I think I worked out yesterday. Yeah, I worked out yesterday and I grabbed some pants. I threw them on. It was a size 7. I was like, why do I have
Size
these
7 pants?
big ass 7 pants? Like, and I'm just like, yo, this is just ridiculous.
Well, because I got so much stuff. Like I got original SAP All-Star gear that we had that were actual custom All-Star still in the bags. Like I got, man.
Yeah, it was just too much.
There's
It
so
was too
much
many.
stuff.
I mean, like heavy, like, yeah, they give us
But
a medium black, a medium white, and then give us a heavy white. So it was just like, yes,
Y'all ain't finna wear no heavy white.
we got them.
Still got the black pants with the tucked in white tee.
Oh, yeah, I used to do that, boy. A lot of people didn't realize what I was doing with that, but I was like, oh yeah, I'm tucking the joint in. I'm like, yo, yeah. And I
that was the only way to rock with the crisscross joints because I love fighting in my uniform.
Yeah.
That's one thing I do miss about like tournaments. Like you don't fight in your uniform anymore. You don't fight in that little gear no more.
No, you don't.
I told Justin on Sunday, I was like, you know what I'm going to do? My next tournament, I'm going to wear Macho Dyna gear. Foam dip Dyna gear.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fight. Probably red. So I don't get disqualified if there's blood.
All right. Are we planning on drawing blood there?
It's a Dino glove.
Oh, did you see that video? Point Fighter Live point with Anthony Price at Bluegrass.
Oh, with James Hobby.
Yeah, and he dropped him.
They showed the whole fight, and then Point Fighter Live just put the clip up because Wally I think did the whole fight. Yeah, that was beast mode. AP White.
He went flat on his face. Boom. I was like, yo.
And he rocked James. Poor James Hobby.
Oh man, all you saw was you not. Never mind. It's like,
yes,
jeez.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that was a rough one.
you about to say something about the Dyna gear that you was going.
Oh no, man, I love that Dyna gear, man. But it doesn't matter because you just think about it. You're in that teeny tiny little pad versus what we're rocking with regular now.
Yeah,
that's already a world of difference. And I know why my hands hurt now. I found out on Sunday.
You didn't wrap them?
No, well, yeah, that. But because the speed game is so light, and I'm trying not to.
You're not closing your fist.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to kill people. Because I only fight one way, and if I throw it with full intentions, it's probably going to hit somebody pretty hard, and I don't want to be that guy. So I open my hand and let it be light, and I try to do the back fist reverse punch, and I'm catching it, and I'm feeling my hand roll a little bit more. So, I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Close your hand, buddy.
I'm just, yeah.
Just gotta close your hand.
It was one of those things I was thinking. I was like, man, my hands hurt. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Travis sister.
Yeah, you gotta crack your knuckles, man.
I used to tell you can't do that. You'd leave you with arthritis.
Yeah, well, whatever. There's all kind of stuff that's gonna be wrong with me when I get older. I already know that.
Absolutely.
Hope not, though. But yeah, I'm preparing for the worst. Anyway. Next topic.
Almost no. I was gonna say, yeah, I'm almost 7 years. I'm about to get to that 8, 9, and 10 years on that replacement in my knee. Everything's gonna start to creak and die soon.
Yeah. I saw something online. Somebody posted a meme that said, "Enjoy it now in your 20s, because in your 30s the check knee light comes on."
That's a good one. Oh, dang. Knee light.
Check knee light. I'm like, oh yeah.
That's a dad joke and a half, but I like it because it's the truth.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's either ankles or knees that usually go first. Mid to late 30s.
My issue.
Lower backs and hips.
Lower back is the issue.
Yeah. That's usually the next go. Lower backs and hips.
Old people.
We do, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Get some Geritol and call it a day.
Geritol.
It's some icy hot.
All right, what's going on in the martial arts world?
That's it.
You want to talk bullying?
What?
I said, did you want to talk bullying?
Talk about what? Pan Am? What?
Oh, well, yeah. I guess we should talk more about Pan Am this year.
I said Pan Am's going to be good. It's this weekend, the 12th and the 13th. TDE's doing their seminar. That should be good. It'll be exciting to see who shows up. I know, obviously, Team Legend is going to be in the building. All Florida is going to be there. Central Florida.
Do you think they get the draw that Diamonds usually gets? Because it's the same time of year. Or do people wait until November to do Diamonds?
No, people.
Because it's the Diamond.
It's the Diamond. People, if they have to choose one of the two tournaments at the end of the year, it's always going to be Diamonds, I believe. Unless you're a local Florida, because Diamonds is expensive to go to from Florida. Mm-hmm. That's a $600 ticket from Orlando half the time. You catch it 2 and 3 months ahead of time, you might get it for $3, but that's an expensive ticket.
So well, see, okay, I guess do the ATLians go down? Well, most of the ATLians here are TDE anyway.
TDE.
But do some more of the this team ATL does.
MBS? MBS usually goes.
Tony, I'm pretty sure.
Mr. Young always sends somebody. Yeah, Mr. Young always travels. I would assume Mr. Young would go. MBS usually goes because they go to the Hit Internationals and they do a bunch. So I would figure they would go down depending. Devin was here.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yo, dude is tall.
Like,
my guy is tall.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, I went to play with him like I usually do, and he reached his leg out and whiffed by my nose, and I was like,
All right. You're starting to smell himself. What, he's like 16 now?
Yeah, he just got his driver's license. So yeah. Because that's why I texted. I seen his dad post, Paul posted on Facebook, he got his license. I was like, good. So he can drive on Sunday to the dojo, right?
Yeah. Like,
sure enough, they came.
And he's like, make sure you pick up this when you could, before you come back. Go to the grocery store, pick up this, go to Walmart. And
Dad came with him. Dad came with him. You know.
Like, yeah, he probably sat there and watched him drive with him.
Laughed.
With him.
He was, Paul was over there judging me and Kevin's match. Kevin threw a blitz and like I moved out of the way.
Oh, y'all did that?
He did that. We didn't do that.
Wait, what?
He was just sitting on the sidelines right here at the window, just sitting there, and Kevin threw a blitz, and he was like,
"Oh, okay." I thought you were saying y'all were doing points.
Oh, no. We don't do that.
Okay.
I think there's probably way too much ego in the building to be doing points like that.
It would turn into something.
It would always turn. Yeah. I mean, Jesus, just with the teams that are there.
Did Kevin and J.O. fight?
Yeah. Kevin and J.O. fought. Jermond and J.O. fought. Jermond and Blake fought.
First off,
Kevin and Blake fought.
Make sure I got to make sure I come up here next time. If you start to see the people coming in, make sure you text me and be like, try to get up here.
Next October the 20th. If anybody is interested, anybody from North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, come on up.
Because, if I come in here, I'm going to be that person on the sideline instigating like a mother.
Oh, I know you ain't going to let him kick you like that. I know you finna get him back from that.
I'm going to be instigating like crazy. I know. Hey, he want to do. Oh, he about to throw that reverse punch. Oh, he switched feet. He kicking. What's he going to do with that?
Oh, man.
I'm going to be the instigator. Yeah.
That's fine. I like that.
And I'll make sure.
It picks a couple of them up.
Oh, yeah. That happened when I first came down here. I'm not gonna say anything, but I mean, I went to somebody's school, and it was people had got together to spar, and it was too much talking. Like I was there, and I was like, "Why are y'all talking?
You're supposed to be working out."
Yeah, and I was just like, I wasn't training at that point. I was just sitting there, like, okay, blah blah blah. But then I started talking. Junk on the side to people, and then I got out. I think I got out there the next day. And instantly everything picked up and people got a little bit more serious and people was working. And I was like, yeah, man, y'all, I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all playing around a little bit too much for me down here right now. Like y'all gotta.
It's that's part of the atmosphere. It up a little bit now. It's a little bit part of the atmosphere, but because there's not a lot of animosity. So when everybody gets together, it's a good time. It's like, well, it can be a good time after we sweat for a few hours and then we kick it. We can go get some wings or whatever.
Right.
Let's go do this afterwards.
But when you on the floor,
when I'm on the mat and I got my feet pads on,
either you're working on something or you pushing each other. It's one of the two, and more than likely, I would tell people.
Usually, it's a little bit of the both.
Yeah, I would tell people like, look, this is all I'm doing today.
Yep.
All I'm doing is kicks. So you figure out what you want to do, but all I'm doing is kicks. So you know what I'm throwing. I'm not throwing my reverse punch. I'm not blitzing at you, or I would turn around. All I'm doing is reverse punch. I would tell people all I'm doing is back fist. That's all I'm working on. So you better get your reverse punch, your side kick. If you let me hit you with a back fist, that's on you, you stupid. And I would tell them, I would even tell them like, yo, all I'm doing is working on my defensive side kick. Blitz me. What? I'm like, what? Hear what I'm saying? You know what's coming. Blitz me. Like this, I need you to make me better. Throw this.
You just said it. That's how I get better at what I want because I got to do it against so and so.
Y'all are trying to win the match in here, as opposed to winning the match when you get to the tournament. So I'm telling you.
Come on, man.
So some people will be like, they thinking they killing me out here, and I'm just like, yeah, okay. Whatever. I'm not gonna say some people's names. Because there was certain people, and I would train, go to places, and they would think they would be killing me during here, and then get zipped in front of your girl at a tournament. Stop it. All he got is that little kick. Yeah. But that kick is working. But
Stop it. You better stop yourself right now. That's hilarious. But you're right. It's 100%. You're right. That again goes back into the fight IQ that we talk about. And it all stems from those same things. Your IQ comes from how you handle yourself when you're training, how you handle yourself when you're not training and you're watching something. When I watch kids, what would I do? How would I do this? What would I do? How would I teach them to get better at what they're doing? That's just what my brain does. It doesn't go, oh man, that was a really cool kick. I just don't do that. I don't even tell my kids that way. I probably should. Man, that was really good. You didn't do this. You got to 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 be more effective this way. And that's how I think. That's just how I break everything down. So it's weird that people don't think like that.
No. I just don't think I
don't think the culture was built for that anymore. Honestly, our instructors are different. The way we came up were different. My instructor would tell me to do that at a tournament. You see anybody here who you fought before? Yeah. Anybody any good? I mean, he scored 1 point. Okay, so you're going to go right side forward and you're doing nothing but a back fist.
Yeah.
For the first two rounds. I will give you your adjustments. I remember my instructor would go on the other side and coach them. Tell me what I had to do and go over there and tell him all he's going to do is a back fist.
Oh, yeah.
And he'd come back over and be like, you should be good enough at your techniques that you could tell him what you're going to do and then you do it anyway.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, everybody knew Ray was going to blitz you. Let's be honest. He's going to blitz you, and if you kicked, he's throwing a jump back side kick. I mean, everybody knows this. Yet he's still
stop it. How do you exactly? Can you stop it?
Can you stop him from being effective? That it just is what it is.
Right.
You know, Jason's throwing that hacks kick, that hacks round. Boom, 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 boom. Are you good enough to stop it? If he switches feet, he's blitzing,
or he's going to spin kick.
Yeah, or he's going to spin. You know it. Can you stop it? Like that's the
hard time.
Exactly. It's just is what it is. Like, you know, BP is going to back up into the corner. He's going to blitz you. Like, it just is what it is. He's going to run. Yeah. And if you're kicking at him, he may do that drop kick. It is what it is. Can you stop them? You know, Preston's coming soon as they say go.
And if he touches you and you're off balance, he's going to follow up. That's it.
Can you stop it? Like,
how do you train in the dojo for those instances?
Right.
Who do you have in the dojo that goes, hey, it doesn't even have to be somebody great. Just, hey, you got a pretty good leg. Can you just pick your leg up and pump at me for as many rounds as you can, or as long as you can?
I used to imitate people all the time. I would tell people like, who is your person? All right, they do this. I'm gonna imitate that person. What can you do with that? I remember training for the Super Grands 2000, and I knew. It was between Ryan Huntley and Trevor. We were going to come down because I wasn't sure if Ninja was going, or I knew Jose Pacheco, but I knew I could beat Jose. But I was like, okay, Trevor has given me problems this year. I need to figure out how to beat him. I said, Jay, I need you to beat Trevor. I need you to put that left leg in front. Now, granted, I beat the brakes off Jay when he was he was probably like 16. Boy, I was giving him the business because I was in mode for training for Trevor.
Right.
And so when it came to time, Ryan wasn't there, but Trevor was. And I just remember I smoked Trevor that day. And so I was like, all right, cool. So that training of having Jerron with that leg go at me.
Give me the feel. It's not even the same, but it's I understand the concepts.
Right.
The leg is here. The leg is long. I'm going to have to either beat it on its way up.
You can do whatever. You can come from all kind of weird angles. And he can fall
down off of it. So the NBA, especially with those NBL rules and that kick and fall and then waste the 10 seconds or whatever you got on the ground. Yeah. So that was a different strategy you had to fight for. But no, I do that in here too. I do it a lot with Zach and a couple of the other guys. I do the same thing. I'm like, all right, who you want to work on today? Okay. All right. Well, okay. Don't give me the person. Give me the style.
Yeah.
Right-legged kickers. Okay. I mean, I'm not great at my right leg, but I mean, I can be a right-legged kicker today.
What? I'm getting better on my right leg.
You already know.
that means you making me work something that I need to work. Like,
I need left-sided punchers.
Yep.
Sweet. You got me today.
Right. Like, it just is what it is, man. I understand.
Yeah. No, I do miss that. There's a couple of people who are currently consistently who I work with a little bit who ask about stuff like that.
Okay.
Few and far between people, but every once in a while, hey man, I'm having a hard time with so-and-so, or, I'm worried about people who got long legs because I seem to not do well with long-legged kickers. How can I get around that? All right. Well, I mean, I'm not super long-legged, but I can use my leg, and then I got a pool noodle.
So then the thing is, what are you doing what that person who beat you last year, or the last tournament last month, what are you doing to be better? Are you forcing the people you're training with to help you become better? That's part of being a team. Like, I don't understand how
that's
some
why,
people are
that's
thinking.
why karate is the most awkward individual team sport you will ever have, because none of this we can do by ourselves. No. We can't do this. We have to have an instructor. We have to have dojo brothers and sisters who are around, who are there for the everyday grind. But when you stand in that ring, at the end of the day, it's only you and your choices of what you make. So it's the most awkward and best culmination of a team and an individual sport that I've ever seen. Because it's not like an individual sport like golf or swimming.
Right.
You can have people who help you, but at the end of the day, it's your work. It's your stroke. It's your technique. It's your swing. It's whatever it is for you and what your mechanics are. Karate, it's not only what I'm doing, unless it's forms. If I'm doing forms, and it's only me and my perfection. Yeah. But in a combat sport, like, I have to be able to deal with tall fighters like you. I have to be able to deal with kickers like Jermond. I have to be able to deal with shorter kickers like Justin, who kicks on both legs and can spin. Kevin, who's long, who decides to punch now. All kinds of different stuff. You gotta figure out how to deal with that. And if you don't have the people to emulate, you're out of luck. I mean, I don't know. That's why I like these Sunday things. We don't do drills. It's no drills.
Did you stop doing drills now?
I stopped doing drills. So I asked, what does everybody want to do? How can we get rounds? And we're here till 1.
So the question is, when are they doing drills? Because I see every time that people get together, it's because they want to spar.
Right.
So like on Tony's on Tuesdays, Thursdays, everybody's going over there.
Go to work,
they go to Team ATL on Mondays and train. But even though they do some drills over there that on Mondays.
Do some drills.
Yours on Sunday. Wednesday is up in Coming.
Yep, at Josh's school, the main school. Yep.
So, but it's always sparring, and the question is, that's where there's 2 problems with that. It's one, are you drilling your technique? And if you're not doing those techniques, your techniques aren't improving unless you are sparring with the intent to throw those techniques. And if you're in life, a lot of times they're not. Sometimes they're playing around and stuff like that. And I'm just looking like, all right, fam, but okay, whatever.
The only things that are improving in there are confidence and cardio.
Exactly. And,
skills are, drills are for skills.
Exactly.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, I know me. I do my drills by myself. I watch my drills. I watch myself in the mirror. I record myself. I go back and watch things. I watch where my foot positions are. I do that on my own.
And you're increasing your chances of getting injured.
Oh, tenfold.
Yeah.
And because some people just like to go hard.
Stub a toe.
Some people go hard.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
blitzing as fast as they can. Like, man, this ain't no tournament. Body jab.
They just, it's a necessary, it's a good thing and a bad thing that there's so many national fighters are local.
Yes.
But
and I agree with you. It takes these drills. It takes repetition and things to be comfortable. So when you do go in there and you spar higher level people, you're comfortable doing what you're doing.
I kind of like the way I grew up. In the sense that we were the national fighters. My school were the national fighters. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't have to be friends with, I didn't have to be friends with Jason. You know what I mean? Like that. I didn't have to train with Jason to want to
go out there and compete with him.
Yes. But here you're competing, you're training with some of the people that you have to compete against.
Oh, I know.
Which is, it's good and bad, but they get to learn you get to learn them, you get to be comfortable with them, you get to be comfortable with their timing, but they also can be comfortable with your timing and what you are, what they can hit you with.
And that comes into, when I spar these people, I only spar with one mentality, I'm drilling
what I'm trying to get better at.
Yeah, I'm drilling. I'm countering your round kick with my slip off round kick, and that's all I'm going to do. You're probably going to kick me 10 times, and you're going to feel really good about yourself. But I'm only doing 1 or 2 counters.
Yeah, but at the same time, they also know that is a weakness of yours.
What?
You know what I mean? Let's say if you're working on the blitz, they know the blitz, they can hit you when they want to because they know that's something you're working on. Now you could be improving that blitz, but are you improving enough of a time where you are always constantly? That's when you don't become predictable. That's when you have to divvy up your game, and that's what you have to. But you only train for one way, and you have 6 other bags and 6 other gears in there. But then you turn around and let's say you fight somebody who isn't here, who's from Florida, and you as opposed to, and all of a sudden what you've been working on this last month, you're just killing them with that when they don't know what that is. But then you have to fight the person that you train with, and they know that you've been killing this. And now they've already made the adjustment.
Anticipation. Yeah, absolutely. No, I get it. It's always a double-edged sword when you get to train with these people. Because I seen it. It was funny because the 2 of them that come here, sometimes they haven't been together at the same time in a little while. But like Kevin and Zayn.
I was about to say Kevin and Zayn.
Yeah, they were in the same division. They fought each other 2 battles in a row. You know what I mean? It was one of those things. So it's kind of awkward to see that sometimes, but it's exciting.
Yeah.
As somebody who doesn't compete anymore, it's always fun watching the competition.
If both of them come on the 20th, just make sure I'm here.
I text you.
You know, I'm going to be like, yo.
My God.
2018, somebody spanked somebody. 2017, somebody did it. I'm like, yo, I'm here joint talking stupid.
Hey man, whatever you do, you gotta be prepared if we gotta spray down bleach because there's blood on my floor.
Hey, well, I'm like, hey, y'all went hard today, boy. Y'all got better today. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all got better today. That's what I'm talking.
Man, I might have to stop sparring and just come over and sit with you. Oh my God, we got to set up the microphones. We're gonna plug them into the speaker.
And the thing is, like, it's just like throwing a match. Like it's already nothing but gasoline in there. Everybody's just keeping it, and all you gotta do is say,
one thing.
Damn, he smacked you with that. And
everybody turns, and then everybody turns up. Everybody turns up. Because those 2 are already going to turn up.
Hey, look, man.
Because I got to slap you again, and I can't be. I got to get you back from that.
Yeah, because I'll probably me and my boy Pete used to always have this saying. He used to be loved. He just whenever he say bang time, that just like bang time, and then it just amp you up and want to start like, let's go. Let's go. Tap them gloves. Let's go.
You know what that was for me?
What?
Anytime I heard Eugene Floyd.
Eugene Floyd.
Hey, Master Floyd came in the room. Anytime I heard his voice, oh yeah, got to percolate today.
I forgot about that.
Hey, bro. I got percolate.
I forgot he used to say that. Jeez.
Oh man, listen, that got me hyped up. But he got me to do some silly stuff that I would never really do in tournaments because he got me hyped up with that.
But see, come
on, young cat, you gotta show him. Got to percolate on him. I'm out there doing all kinds of flippity dippity tornado kicks. I really wouldn't do that.
Like,
I wasn't that fancy. I mean, I could flip around, but like I wasn't doing it like that.
Yeah. That's insane.
That wasn't until we got I really didn't do any of that stuff till I got to the All-Stars, and then it was a competition.
Hey, who could do the flashes?
Except for Jack. $100 who gets the dopest point. $100 for the coolest point.
Hilarious.
We were in Guatemala one time. I tried to hit a dude with a Webster, an aerial, a butterfly twist, and a backflip. Jason almost hit a guy with a round off backflip.
Jesus.
He went at the dude, and as he did his round off, the dude just kind of backed up, and he just seen it and kept going and tried to flash.
That's why he's Vince, man. That's why he's Vince Carter. Like nobody else is going.
All right, listen.
What is the craziest thing you saw somebody land?
Live and in person. Kim Doe Webster.
I was about to say
Kim Doe Webster. Because that dude, that poor kid's face was just a mess. He broke his nose. It was bloody. It looked like he had little indents. I don't know exactly all the injuries, but I know that nose was broken and that was leaking out. That to this day is probably the dopest kick I've ever seen. Raymond's off the wall kick was dope.
Did he get disqualified?
No.
Because you can't really have control
when you flipping
and throwing something.
Nor did he land on his feet.
Yeah,
he landed straight on the back of his neck. But he threw a front flip and kicked him in the face. I don't care what happened. He did a front flip and kicked Buddy in the face with an axe kick. Listen, that was dope. The first time I ever seen Alex Arceo do the flip kick, I was like, oh dang, that was dope. Billy Blanks used to do that front flip kick. So, I mean, I had already seen that before.
Billy doing? When he grabbed people's base leg.
Ooh, I knew you were going to say it.
With his hand.
I knew you were going to say it. Kick underneath, grip, and pull like he was. Yeah.
What? Never mind.
Somebody just posted that. Alex and them just posted that not too long ago, a couple months ago.
Okay,
they were like, check this out for sweeps. And I was like, yo, I'm all about making sweeps great again, man. I'm trying. We're all on padded floors now. We're not on wood floors. We're allowed to bring back sweeps.
Yeah, I can see that. I like sweeps. I
need to at least see front leg boot to boot checks not being downgraded anymore. Like, oh, you kicked him in the calf. No. He didn't buckle.
What do you think of the front foot open boot to boot?
I love front foot boot to boot checks.
Not like how you know how we are right now, and I do the
open stance. Yeah.
No, switch feet.
Inside?
Inside.
That's dangerous. That's broken toes waiting to happen. That's kicking somebody's toenail and just stabbing and ripping off the bottom of your toe.
But if you put it there, and I come to your heel.
Oh no! If you hook all the way around, that should absolutely be. They would never do that because you have to sweep. You have to sweep from heel to toe. That's the rule in NASCAR. Boot to boot check from heel to toe only. That's they actually have that in a rule.
Yeah. Well,
but so. For that argument, I don't agree with it, but I guess I can see it because I can see the shin to shin clash. I can see the toe to toe. I can see where there are more common injuries from that inner sweep than there would be from the outer sweep. And we're all talking about legality because most of them dudes are lawyers or were lawyers when all that stuff was done. So, we're talking.
A good lawyer can get around those whack waivers that everybody signs. Like,
absolutely, they can get around these waivers that we have at our karate school that are ironclad too. Right. So I mean, lawyers can do anything they want to. That's Reptile Awareness Month. Sorry. I like lawyers. I got a lot of friends that are lawyers and are going to be lawyers. So
I really got Reptile Awareness Day. Like that's the thing.
So do you like reptiles?
No.
So I can share with you and bring some awareness into your life by bringing over some reptiles to your house, like a snake, an iguana.
Why would I like that?
Because you're being aware. You're learning about something new on your birthday.
Can I chop its head off?
Only if we're going to eat them and not cook them.
All right, we chopping some snakes up.
Florida, baby, we can do this. I got a bunch of my friends that are like,
what?
We got snake season down there, baby.
Snake season?
Yeah.
When do y'all have hunting season? Is it like right now, like the start
different
of
seasons, but
but different types of hunting?
Yeah, we do because when we don't really have. I mean, we have deer, but they're like baby deer, so like it's not really. No, just our full grown size deer are like the size of like little baby deer, so it's not like really worthwhile. You go to up here, you go to Virginia and go deer hunting. Yeah. We have boar, we have wild boar, we got a lot of like game, quail, and birds and stuff, and then we do gator hunting. Gator hunting is now, and then snake seasons. Now, the snakes are not why people think. Everybody says, oh, Florida man just lets his snake out. That happens a lot, but that's not why we have so many snakes.
Because snakes are actually
No. Well, yeah, but Andrew. It was all from Andrew. We had a wildlife
observatory.
Yeah, observatory. Yeah. And when Andrew came through, it just took out hundreds of thousands of snakes and just displaced them all throughout Miami and the Everglades and everything. And that 100,000 snakes diddled and mated, and they breed 8 and 9, 12, 15 snakes at a time, 30 snakes,
we running stuff now.
Yeah. Oh, listen, I remember there was a thing they were trying to say. I don't know, remember if the numbers were accurate enough, but they were pretty close where we probably have more Burmese pythons than Burma.
Sounds interesting.
We have a lot of reticulator pythons, which get to be as big or bigger than anacondas, 28 feet. It's a python, man.
Whatever, man. 28 feet is large.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and it'll strangle you.
Could.
Crush you and eat you. 28 feet?
It could. Anacondas do it all the time.
Dude, I'm 6 feet. That's 6'3". That's what? How many feet is that?
That's 4 of you, bro.
Yeah, man.
3 and some change.
Stop and think of that.
I understand how long it is.
It's a lot.
I had one. I got rid of him at 15.
That's a lot, man.
I had a Burmese python that I got rid of at 11.
It was 11 feet?
11 feet.
Look, man, that's insane.
They get a little aggressive at 11, 12 feet when they kind of be like, yo, I'm way bigger than this fool.
Yeah, I'm sizing them up.
I had one
ready to eat this fool.
All right, I had one. We had this guy who needed a place to stay, so we let him stay with us for a little while at my house. And it was me and my mom, and we were coming up here actually to Jesse Thornton's tournament in Rome, Ringgold, Georgia. And I get this phone call. Your snake got out. What you mean my snake got out? There's locks? No. He sent me a picture of the snake biting onto the chicken wire on the top and yanking back and yanking it out. Once he yanked enough of it off, he got out and slid out. This dude was petrified of snakes. He was like, I am in the bathroom with the door locked on top of the counter.
How big was the snake?
It was like 10, 11 feet.
So he was ready to kill him.
It wasn't ready to kill him. It couldn't have killed him. I mean, it might have hurt him, but it wouldn't have killed him. He'd have ran and got a fork and started stabbing it. It's going to let you go. It's not poisonous. Pythons aren't poisonous. They're going to get a grip on you. When they get a grip on you, they start wrapping around you. It's very slow. You can kind of move and drag it. Grab a fork in the kitchen and start stabbing it.
Oh, that's just it. I'm
a reptile. I like reptiles, man. So I call my cousin. I'm like, hey, go to the house. Okay. He goes, he's like, oh yeah, the chicken wire's up. He's like, I'm gonna fix the chicken wire first, and fixes it. Goes, gets the snake. Guy's still in the bathroom.
Yeah.
He left dude in the bath. He left dude in the bath. He could have just grabbed the snake, put it in there, and then fixed it, or moved the snake so the guy could get out.
But the snake could get out. It'd have pulled the chicken wire enough to get out again, right?
No, we fixed it. We fix things.
Yeah, but the snake it was fixed at first, and the snake broke it. So theoretically, he could break it again.
He could have broke it again.
But then
realistically, I got rid of him like 3 months later. Gave him to the zoo.
Well, now he's just somewhere in Florida, just chilling.
No, he's gone. Gone. I told you that story not too long ago. Ooh, different snakes depending, 30, 40 years, 20 years, 15 years, depending on what kind of habitat they're kept in and how they're kept, and if they're in the wild, what they eat.
In the wild, what do they usually?
I'd say probably 20 years, 20, 30 years.
Before they get killed or something?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
If they make it that long. Yeah, usually something.
What hunts a snake?
Other snakes, scorpions.
What hunts a python?
That big? Nothing.
Jags,
yeah. I was going to say big animals, jags, probably gators.
Yikes. Well, speaking of gators and snakes, I heard what your president said, right?
Why you gotta come at me like that?
Come on, just guy. Was like, yo, he putting gators and snakes on it's around the 2000. Boy, I'm like, yo, fam, you gotta chill. Like you just got to chill on this stuff,
man. It's the last year, guy. Come on, man. We're going out with a bang. Because if we're either in next year or we're not in next year. So whatever.
It's crazy to think that all of this craziness. You know what's crazy? He could get reelected and then something finally comes out.
Probably get reelected and then get Mike Pence.
Basically, he'll be the new Nixon. Because Nixon got reelected and they got pulled out.
I have been telling people for the longest time, I would rather keep him in than let Mike Pence take over.
I used to think that. I don't know anymore.
Well, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, most of the stuff that he's doing is on the face value. Those policies that got implemented were going to get implemented by the Republican Party regardless of who is up there. You think if Mike Pence was up there, those same policies wouldn't have got put in? The same oil deal, the same the economic policy that we're going through right now, been like, oh yeah, we really didn't save any money with that secondary trickle down economics that we just got.
I think the tariffs in these trade wars. He's trying the chaos stuff that he does.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like
I get it. No, I get what you're saying.
The repealing of all the
stuff.
executive orders, that was going to happen. The Supreme Court justice, all that's going to happen.
The major, see what I was saying is at the end of the day, most of the major things that have already happened were going to happen no matter what. Some of the smaller things, some of the little brush fires, they're not either small. The trade war isn't a small thing. That's kind of a dangerous thing. But in a couple of the ways, we're starting to get more of what we want out of these things. Now we're going to have to give back to get back, but the starting point is going, oh crap, well, we're going to have to work now. And so a little bit of that is working. So I don't want to say it's all rough stuff, but I mean, most of it is.
What I will say is that deficit is growing.
Oh God, it's terrible. But it always does under Republican control. Look at the history. Yes. Look at the history of our country. It has always grown under the Republicans. It has always shrunk under the Democrats. But under the Democrats, it's just too much.
It's weird. Anyway, we're not at the top of our podcast. So anyway,
I was gonna say you got somebody on the other side of the aisle that's gonna win. Exactly.
Well, Bernie's pretty much out now.
Man,
Bernie's
come on,
gotta
Weekend
go.
at Bernie's.
Yeah,
somebody made the meme though. You already seen it?
Oh no, I did not. Weekend at Bernie's meme.
The Weekend at Bernie's meme.
Oh, good night.
Had two dudes over there with Bernie in the glasses.
No, I did not
I was
see
dying.
That. I did not see that.
Bro, I was dying. And it just had the picture of him, and he goes, "Only a few will know what this is about."
I'm trying to think of
exactly.
I don't think
Kamala and Booker.
No, I don't think the person who is going to be the front runner has stepped forward yet. What I mean by that is, I know what you mean. It's too many people, and all the people who are supposed to be the front runners isn't the person who's going to end up being the
I hope not.
I don't think. Honestly, it might be Buttigieg. To be honest with you, it might end up being him. But it's going to be interesting to see how that works.
Right.
But as somebody, I think my dad talked to me once, and he was like, the Democrats are stupid because they're doing it wrong. Like they're trying to go after people who aren't going to, you're trying to get people to flip.
Yes.
And you shouldn't be trying to get people to flip. You should be trying to energize your base.
Energize your base and touch on the undecideds.
Right.
You can't get a Republican to flip.
Yeah,
that's not going to happen.
Right. You can empower them. You can empower somebody to be as popular, and you have to go in that route. I don't think Elizabeth Warren does that.
Nope.
I don't think Kamala does that. I don't think Cory Booker does that.
Nope.
I don't even think Bernie does that, to be honest with you.
Nope.
I don't think so.
I don't see very many right now. It's going to be a little bit, and we're going to have to thin the field a little bit. Oh no! Like I said, I'm the probably one of the few I like right now. I like Yang. I think he's got some crazy ideas, and I think he's a little, that whole $1,000 stipend a month for everybody kind of thing is a little funky to me. I don't think that'll ever work, and you'll never get that past anybody's vote. So, yeah. I mean. But he's the only one as talking on the Democratic side as a business standpoint, and how do you change the business of what we're doing? And that's kind of what Donald Trump got in on by being the outsider, by knowing the business, knowing the ins and outs. Oh, where is our economy? We need to continue our economy. Oh, look, he did great in business. I'm sure he'll be able to make those same art of the deals with us. And that style of thinking, we needed somebody outside of the machine is what allowed that. That and The Simpsons.
The only problem with that thought process is
no, there's a lot of problems with that thought process. Just that's the underlying. We needed somebody who's not in the machine. He made it out like he was going to drain the swamp, which we all knew that was bogus, but
he drained it, but he just put more reptiles in.
He didn't drain
he put different reptiles in.
He just put bigger monsters in there.
Yeah.
He put Goldman Sachs in as everybody.
It's like, wait, what?
I didn't understand it, but
Anyway, man, all right.
Karate.
What that's right now. Yeah, back to karate. All right. Well, actually, we up against it. We did it.
Hey!
Hour and 28 minutes in. Yeah. We did it. What else? Do we got anything else to talk about?
Good luck, everybody, going to Pan Am's next week. We will definitely have the updates. We're watching live streams and all that jazz. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Legend and TDE.
I mean, those are the big two that will be there.
Yeah. I'm sure
I don't think All Stars are going. Your guys aren't going, right? Is Kevin going? Pretty sure he's probably going.
He'll probably be going. Kevin usually goes.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else. Paul Mitchell never goes.
No, I don't think Paul Mitchell's ever gone to Miami.
No, it wasn't a team. It wasn't a team event that we went to.
Yeah, well, I know it's not on the schedule.
Yeah, it was just me, Alex, and Joey down there that 1 year.
Preston, Alex, and somebody else. Oh no, Preston and Alex, and then Jeremy fought with them 1 year.
See, that's what I'm saying. So there's people who are already in Florida. Proper. They should be going, right?
Yeah, they got a bunch of cats down there.
Yeah,
Brian,
Proper should be there. Yeah.
Ibrahim and Leo at least.
Yeah, they should be there. I mean, I can see Junior coming out.
Yeah, I would see Junior coming out, bringing a couple of the guys.
Yeah. Let's see who else. Chance and Gypsy.
Gypsy could go. Gypsy, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Especially they just went down to North Carolina.
Right, I can see them going down there.
It does make it a bit more interesting. A lot of the local fighters will be back there. Damien and his squads, they're
DKS?
local guys.
Wait, are they
DKS?
Still, are they still DKS?
I think Jeremy coaches them. I mean,
I'm saying I don't know because I know it was a merger DKS. At some point. Is it still DK? Is it DKS that was a team that eventually it became, because it was like two teams got merged and it was
DKS and then like his team Millennium.
Yes,
Millennium Martial Arts. That's DKS, his school team, and then it stayed as DKS.
Okay.
They just picked up somebody. I just saw a forms person, I believe, a younger junior competitor. But so they're still a team. That DKS will be there.
What forms competitors are going to be there?
Rashad Eugene.
Yeah, Rashad.
There'll be a bunch of local. I don't know. There's a bunch of Florida competitors. I just don't really know who does forms anymore. Honestly. Oh, geez. I don't know. Form scene was always slightly small unless the Florida people were there in Miami in my experiences. Mark and Sammy and our group and that group. Yeah, so Caitlin Michelle was always there. So, I mean, I don't really know.
Is Mark still here?
Mark is in Norcross.
Yeah. What's he
working on? Movies, man.
Movies, yeah.
Yeah. He did that Street Fighter thing with Sage and Seth Petrozelli. They were doing that teaser thing where Sage was Ken or Gaio. It was one of them, and Mark was Ryu, and Seth Petrozelli. You know who that is? The guy who knocked out Kimbo.
Nope.
And Kimbo's first MMA loss was to Seth Petrozelli. Okay. He's one of my MMA coaches when I lived in Florida. He was Sagat. So like they did this little teaser thing for it, and then they're trying to get it like as a movie and trying to get it a deal that actually looks like Street Fighter, like when not the not the Van Damme version.
Well, did they did they write a script?
I think they had the script was mostly done from when they did the teaser.
Okay.
So it wasn't. I don't think it was 100% done from what Sage was telling me at the wedding, but they had most of it done, and they were trying to get funding for it, and that's why they shot the trailer. And
honestly, I think that's where Sage probably should be going. I think he has that.
He's got that look.
He has that look. He has that cash. Well, then again, can he act?
I don't know. I don't know. I know he's just a fun young kid.
Yeah, like. I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to think. Can I see him acting? Like he has a look of an actor, but can he actually act?
I bet he could do like a Dolph Lundgren in Rocky IV. He could do like an Ivan Drago kind of. Even if say I don't know if he can act or not. I'm just saying even if his acting chops aren't really up to snuff, Dolph Lundgren's acting chops aren't really that great.
As long as he's better than Van Damme, I guess he got something.
Come on. I mean, come on, guy.
But I mean, these days you got to kind of.
You have to have something, though.
Yeah, you have to have something.
But I mean, honestly, Tony Jaa can't act real well.
Who?
Tony Jaa, Ong Bak, Thai Warrior.
What?
Huh? What rock you been hiding under? That dude is one of the best martial arts fight scene dudes out.
I probably know him by face.
He was the Thai boxer in Ip Man 3.
You know, I've never watched any of the Ip Man besides the first part of one.
Bruh.
I have never watch it. I've seen
just
the
listen,
Hitman
just do
Mike Tyson scene. I was like, okay.
You got to last 3 minutes. That was smooth. That was smooth. Cool. Nah, you got to watch. If anything, you got to watch Ip Man verse 10 soldiers. And he got a fight scene in the first one.
This is when he was in. Wait, what? No.
What?
I thought it was something else. It was something else. I think it was another movie because he was like in the school or something like that. And he went there and it was.
Oh no! I think that
was, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. No. Ip Man, you know who that is, right?
Yeah.
The story of Yip Man, Bruce Lee's original. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, he's in there, and it's when Japan takes over China, and so they're using all the Chinese guys for training partners and fighting against the military guys, so they can who's your best fighters, and we're going to challenge each other. And so they did, and the one guy beat the first guy, and he's like, "Can I have 3 this time?" So the Chinese guy wanted to fight 3 of them. He lost. And then so he went to grab his rice that he won from the first fight to walk away with it. And the general's second in command, busted him, right? So Ip Man was right there like, yo, why'd he shoot him? Like he lost. He bowed out. He was just getting his rice. What was up? He comes out there. I want 10.
10 what?
10 men. I want to take on all 10 of them at once. He goes Chinese connection, but like dislocating shoulders and breaking hips and knees. I was just watching like, yo, this is and it's real. It's not like the flying wires Chinese movies. It's just, I can see that trap. I can see that sweep. It was dope stuff. Little elbows, little things like, Ip Man.
All right, I'll watch it, man.
Listen.
I have to watch. Oh, have you ever seen Top Boy?
I've heard of it. I have not seen it.
I binge watched it this weekend. It's actually pretty good. I'm stuck in my head saying British slang basically in my head. Said in it all weekend. Like, it's a good show, isn't it? Like I just kept saying that all weekend. And then it's actually a good show. It's like people say it's like their version of The Wire, but it's not really that. It's just a dope boy.
Huh? Sorry, you threw me off for a second. You said the UK version of The Wire.
Yeah,
hold on, because The Wire.
It's just a dope
I watched The Wire. I still watch The Wire.
I would tell people to watch it. So basically, it was a 4-episode seasons back in 2011 and 2013, and then Netflix decided to make it a full 10 seasons in 2019.
10 episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it was like 4 episodes in 2011, and then 4 episodes in 2013, and then in 2019. They came out with a full
season, a full 10 seasons. Same cast?
Same cast, just older, and they've moved the story along. So like the first year they were doing certain things, then the second year they were doing something, and then it picks up after, I think like literally 6 years after what happened in 2013. But it's if you look up Top Boy, it's the 2019. But to watch the original ones, it's called Top Boy Summer House. And you watch those 2 first seasons, and then you'll have a better understanding in 2019 what's actually going on. I mean, you can watch 2019 and you just kind of understand.
You get it.
Dude's in Jamaica.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, and he says like, I don't know if I can go back. But if you watch the first 2 seasons, you understand why he's in Jamaica as opposed to.
Right. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
But it is what it is. So
I like that. I jump into that.
Binge watch that, and then probably need to watch. I want to watch Raising Dion on Netflix.
That's supposed to be really good. That's in my queue. That's in my queue to watch.
I want to watch that and see how that is. But yeah, that's probably all I watched this week before watching some. I am going to do some stream watching this weekend in Pan Am's.
Yeah, definitely going to do that. I'll probably do that. I got to probably catch up on the shows with the wife,
Yeah, some more singing shows.
Oh, you already know it, man. The Masked Singer, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm out of those days.
These costumes are hilarious, though, bro.
I'm sure. I saw Victor Oladipo's. It's like, what the hell? All right. But anyway, all right. We got anything else to talk about?
No, man.
All right. See, we literally made it 1 hour and 38 minutes of had nothing to do.
Experience.
Yeah, y'all just went down this rabbit hole with us.
We appreciate
a lot of different stuff. Yes, thank you guys who have been loyal listeners to our pod, and we need to get some more people so we're trying to get up to 300 weekly subscribers. We're nowhere near that.
Come on.
Yeah, we need to get our numbers up. So make sure you guys listen to us. Make sure you guys listen to Inside Scoop with Alex and Jeff. I think we're going to change their date
Okay.
when they come out. So I think we maybe do a Monday and then Tuesday pod.
So do a Tuesday
It'll be a Tuesday
release.
and Wednesday release, and therefore I
That'll
can
be
just
good.
put out a lot of the videos right then, as opposed to having to wait, because I don't want to step on the other show. So you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So if we can piggyback and back off, that'd be good.
boom, 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 boom. Like we have a video one day, they have a video next day, we'll have a video, then have a video, and just do it that way, as opposed to me trying to
1,
wait
2, 3 for a day and then wait off.
Because I put out just the pod, because I want people to listen to the pod first, and then I'll put up the clips. But if I do it, I can only really put ours out on Wednesday.
Right.
Wednesday day, and then Thursday it's their pod dropping, and it's like, oh, I can't throw anything.
Don't want to really,
I don't want to take away from their pod. So I'm like, all right. So then Saturdays are bad days to put out videos because nobody watches them, and so it's like, all right, so I gotta
when you process
so now
them off, bang, back to back, and then just kind of roll them back together. That'll work out.
Yeah. So hopefully that thing changes, but whatever it is,
man, I'm excited for new things.
Yes, we got a lot of new things coming. So until then, that's it for us. Oh yeah, I guess I should play the
outro.
Yeah, the outro. Riding that RV or whatever. All right, sitting on that couch. Yeah, see y'all next week. Yeah, you were there at Waves as well.